streaming live on our website at www.ctv.co.ug/live. Streaming live on our website at www.ctv.co.ug/live. My name is Priva Elibaz. Good morning once again. You're watching Sunrise at Sea, and right now it's time for our beauty, wellness, and lifestyle segment. And in this particular segment, we're going to be focusing on spiritual wellness, especially in these challenging times that everyone seems to be facing, from the high cost of living to the skyrocketing fuel prices, and generally in general life just being hard for everyone. So today I'm seated down with a gentleman, Mr. Henry Chibirige. He is so humble that in our conversation before we actually started recording, he mentioned that he wants this to be about people, not himself. And that's one lesson that I even picked from him even before we actually carry on this episode. So allow me welcome Mr. Henry Chibirige to the show. Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm happy to have you here, and you just taught me an element of humility just from the few exchanges we had.
Okay, thank you. Glory to God. I didn't know that.
Just diving into the conversation today, in these tough economic times, do you believe that there are actually believers of God out there?
If even believers were not there, now is the time to start believing in God. Because in such times, that is when believing in God makes sense. When you have everything, when everything is going on well, when you have whatever you need, there's no point in again believing in God. One time I had the privilege of preaching in a church in central London. And I told people there, and I told them, you know what, you guys, on which basis do you start believing in God? Because all the things that I would believe God for, you already have them. Now, what I believe in God for? But again, time has shown that even amidst times when you look like you have it all, no one has it all. There are people who have material things and they have them in plenty, but they lack inner peace. They're not happy. They don't even see the things they have. And I would see people committing suicide when they have houses. I would say, if I sleep in that one, I would not even sleep. I would stay awake watching the things I have in there. So believing in God is the source of life. Because all these things, like now, many people have lost their businesses. They have lost the things they thought would bring them happiness. And that is, if there is any time one should ever believe in God, this is the time. Because it can only be God. And I keep on telling people, we have gone through the worst. Now people think this is the worst. Me, I think the worst has passed. The worst has passed. Because there was a time when we couldn't even be out like how we are out here. You couldn't breathe fresh air like this. We were even scared of the air we breathe because we were told there's a virus in that air. If it catches you, you are gone. So even breathing, we were scared of the fresh air. And so we locked ourselves in the houses. Now, if we can be able to go out, look up the sunshine, smell fresh air, meet people, I think the worst times are over. And we are being set for another dimension. But of course, when good times are about to come, situations can look as if they are now so bad, and to the fragile people might give up when deliverance is just around the corner. I want to believe that the Lord is preparing us now for a great bountiful harvest, but it will only be seen by those who will be patient to the end. And so people must know that all that we see, the devil is just trying to scare us to look as if there's no hope. But as for me and my house, we are just getting ready to know that God is about to do something. And I cannot wait to see it. And I believe all of us, if we don't give up, we are going to see that.
How can we believers actually practice gratitude as part of our spiritual wellness?
First of all, gratitude is a choice. You choose to be satisfied, to be happy, to be thankful. I have seen people who seem to have it all, but they are not happy that they have it. So one, you make a choice that I'm going to be happy with this. I'm going to be thankful to God for having this. And right now, every believer, even non-believers, must be happy that they have life. When you wake up alive, thank God you are alive.
It's a reason to be grateful.
Reason to be grateful. Two, there is always someone who is in a worse situation than yours. It is always a mistake to think that you are the worst. When you lose your job, you think, oh, you have just lost a job. There is one who has lost his entire family. Mother, father, relatives, uncles, they have all perished in a plane crash or in an accident, car accident. They are all gone. They don't know where to start from. So don't always look at yourself as the worst. There's someone who's going through worse. You have lost a child, there's one who has lost 10 in one day. Now they are all coffins lying there. So don't look at yourself always as the worst. 3, look for someone whom you are better off than. Because you might be you don't have food in their house. There is one who has food in their house, but they are on oxygen, they are dying. They have it, they can't eat it. Now you are saying, I don't have food. Someone is saying, I don't have school fees for my children. At least thank God you have children. Now you are only looking for school fees. There is one who don't have children, and they want children. When they see you with the children, they're like, I wish I have those ones. But it is you who have them. So, thank God for what you have. Be grateful for what you have, and then believe God to give you what you haven't yet given you. And whatever He has not yet given you, it is a question of time and your faith. Because just imagine if we all have it all and it's all there, then what? Well, there's someone who's waking up this morning to go to work because he wants to buy a car. And that is a motivation for them.
Them to wake up in the morning and go and work.
To go and work. There's one who's saying, I need to build a house. And because of that, they wake up in the morning because they have a dream of building a house. Another one has a dream of seeing their children through school. That keeps, so the things we have not yet achieved are the things which keep us going, keep us alive, keep us energized. I want to see this. I want to finish this house. I want to marry this woman. We are planning a wedding. I have a budget of 100 million. I need to look for this money. So we wake up and we have reason to wake up. Because there's someone who wakes up and says, why do I have to get out of this bed? But now you who still have unfinished business, you have a purpose. You have a goal. You have something which is pushing you. You have something you are going to reach, to do, and celebrate. That's why people, when they finish school, they do a graduation party. Why? They have gone through a hard time of school. That's why someone on the wedding day, they dance, they rejoice. Why? Finally, we are walking down the aisle. Now, someone who has finished that or who doesn't look forward to that might not see that as an achievement. Say, what are you dancing about? Man, I have made it. I was like, no. Someone who was walking out of the bone today with a new car, They don't want even to leave the car. I have a friend who told me, you know, I slept in my car the first time, but I slept in it. They wouldn't want to leave the car. Why? Because they feel they have an achievement. So whatever you haven't yet got, let it keep you alive. Allow your dream to keep you alive. There are things, the things we look forward to are the things which enable us to stay alive. I don't want to die now until I see myself as this, as that, as this. And because of that, even when you fall sick, like, no way, you malaria, you don't know whom we're joking around with. I'm supposed to be the president of this country. I'm supposed to be on top of this. So you stay alive because you have dreams that keep you going. So whatever it is that you haven't yet done, let it be the reason why you stay on course. And I want to tell everyone there listening and watching this program, don't give up on yourself. Don't allow problems to be the reason why you give up. But rather, what you want to see happening, let it keep you going. Why? You haven't seen it and you want to see it.
And to see it. Well, I like that you brought that as beautifully as you did, but let's speak about the aspect of our youth. Uganda, first of all, we have the youngest population almost in the whole world. How do we get the youth to get on the course of believing God and, you know, staying away from the promiscuity of, you know, prostitution, engaging in drugs, engaging in alcohol consumption?
Now, the youth in Uganda might use the lack of things they want as a reason from promiscuity. When you go to developed countries, the youth there have it all, but they're still promiscuous. So you find the girl or the boy of the richest man on the city, they're running loose. They have everything. They're on drugs. You come back to ours here in Uganda, they would give the excuse of, I was looking for school fees. So you realize that even a promiscuous life is a choice we make. It's a choice we make. I've seen poor girls staying away from promiscuity. They don't even have nice clothes. They don't even have food, basic things. But they say, I cannot do that. And then you see other kids from rich families who have it all. But again, they are the ones who are on the rampage. So I don't want to believe that all these youth who are lying low and doing things that they're going to regret tomorrow, it is because of the financial crisis. No, it is not. It is not. These are things that we have coped and we think it is cool to have 5 boyfriends. It is cool to sleep around. And once they realize that some things, and I want to tell the youth, some things come with the time. I didn't start here. It didn't mean I wouldn't get here. And I want to tell every youth out there, there are things which will require you time to be able to have them. Yes, you can have them early, but again, you might still lose them early. Why? Because you do not have the tenacity to keep them, to hold on to them. So some of these things that drive youth wanting to acquire, like these mobile phones, it's a question of time. One day you wake up and a mobile phone is no longer an achievement to have. There was a time when you look at mobile phones like it was like owning the world. Now you have it, you even forget it where you have gone. Oh, where's my phone? When they had just come, how would one forget where they have put their phone? I mean, it was, but now, after some time, you realize that a mobile phone is something anyone can have. So the youth need to understand that life doesn't offer everything at a go.
Mr. Chiburuge, thank you so much for that piece of advice. I've been speaking to Mr. Chiburuge, who is a transformational speaker. He's a mentor as well. He's a pastor. He has so much going on for himself, and I'm so happy to have hosted him on this particular episode of Sunrise at Sea, and in particular our wellness segment. This is Sunrise at Sea. Keep watching.